All right, we're back. Episode 31, our penultimate episode to the Realms of Chaos Alveita. And last we left off, a gigantic rift opened up above the capital, more towards where the spire is and between the two, and shot a cascade of beams across the plains and the realms. Hopefully not injuring too many people as we kind of follow up Grant, Iris, and Blaze make it out of the after zone with Ashura. And Borach makes it out of the Misty Woods with his family and other cohorts. Yormisk is out of the Realmic barrier to the south, just outside of Ashura's tower, when this sort of happens. As these cascades of beams ripple out from like this crack in the sky, many of the people we've met throughout our journey, such as Vare and Verticades, Swell, Heim, PTV, the Unholy Duo, and Disley, all sort of band together to create a gigantic barrier. The Unholy Duo, Azin and Taya, sort of combine their powers, open up this black rift, and this almost monstrosity of a summon comes out, almost as if like a Final Fantasy summon, like a Bahamut or something, but in a knightly form, with these flags draped over his shoulders. He sort of raises a sword to the sky, and like it feels like it magnetizes the beam rays into a circle that they banish through a voidic ray, like a dimensional door, sending it out somewhere else. Heim, with the power of Disley, unshackling him from his inner chains, is able to maintain his form for as long as possible, at great cost, but, less cost in some ways than when he appeared to help people in the capital, in the subterranean portal rupturing. And he sort of unfurls his wings. He flies upward, bats a couple beams out of the way, and our villain sort of atop this ship, Mistella, the Purgatory, kind of, jumps off the ship herself and has a large confrontation with him in the skies above the realms as you sort of make your way out of the after zone, and sort of same you too with Yormisk and Borach. You kind of make it out of towards the plains, and you see this sort of kind of battle happening. Like the various people you've met throughout your journey, like Madame Seravi and people in the Abyssal Sea and the people in the Vendor's Town, are in themselves conjuring barriers or giant mechs to like kind of block any sort of damage raining down. But it's definitely like a full scale apocalyptic event.
Are there lasers flying towards us, like all of us right now, or are we chill because of the barriers that are put up?
You're generally chill because of the barriers. You're close enough to the
Okay,
Psycho Enclave that it's covered by Madame Seravi right now.
Okay. What about the other two?
Borach is either next to the Misty Woods, which is similar to the Spiritualist thing, and then same with the Tabooist for Yormisk.
Okay. Well, I just let out a sigh, look at everybody else, and I get on my bike with presumably Dal Ashura is here as well. Dal Ashura is here.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on my bike with him, and we'll say I can bring my Digimon along in a little box on it.
Yeah.
Because I know that the rest of them got Blaze's Dragon mode. But Blaze's Dragon mode is a very obvious target.
Yeah.
And I do not want to get caught by that if I want to get there fast, so I'm just going to get on my bike and roll out.
All right. Yormisk, how would you like to try to head towards this crack in the sky?
I'm going towards this guy, or am I like?
On the map that you're currently on, you're there at the bottom, and Miss Stella is where the crack in the sky is.
Okay.
But she's in the atmosphere, or like under it.
We summon. I use my Realmic to summon Big Beak and hop on Big Beak.
Conjure forth Big Beak. You and your envoy head forth. Upon arriving Grant to about here, Arthicle will have like kind of waved you over. He is outside of his cave.
He's outside of the cave, and this is near where Oberon stays, right?
Yeah, it's not far off.
Alright. Fuck. Yeah, I'm gonna turn in. I'll turn in. He's probably got something for me. That's my boy. I'll turn in.
Arthicle, he waves you down and he says, Grant, I finished making this. And he kind of unfolds a scroll or two, and it sort of creates a large rift. Seems to arrive on the vessel in the sky.
How'd you get access to this? Actually, portal's kind of your thing. I get that. Okay. Well, I appreciate you, brother. I guess that's where we'll be going. Hey, Arthicle, when I'm back, I think you and me, we gotta do that. How about we get you a job over at the Anger of the Earth?
I might take you up on that offer depending on how everything goes. He also cracks up two separate, or not two, technically one separate portal for Iris. He says like the spirits are crying for her in the spiritual realm, so she quickly nods off and says her goodbyes and jumps through that portal.
Well, God shit, huh? Of course. Alright.
Yeah. And then Blaze's body disintegrates.
Places his body. Oh yeah, you used too much power. Right. Well.
He has to head to the emissarial realms.
Oh, that makes sense. Of course, when the gods are needed, they're not actually here for anybody. I guess I gotta do it my damn self. Alright. Well, appreciate you for the portal, brother.
Of course, no problem.
Oh, sure.
Yes, Grant.
And Furnace.
Yeah.
We got a place to be. And I jump into the portal.
Alright, jump into the portal. Borach, I assume you're just gonna want to teleport to it with the cube, is that correct?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh yeah, he can just do that.
Yeah. That's the
cube's
point of
kinda
building
broken.
it. Yeah. Yormisk, you're gonna have to do a shmup section, so we're gonna have to do some rolls.
Okay.
Alright. So that is perfect. Thank you very much. Did you want those to just be your rolls to get rolls out of the way, or do you want to use those rolls?
Do you want to take your 3?
Are those your like 3 to get rid of bad luck, or do you want to take those?
That was a 3 to get rid of bad luck.
Yeah, that's fair. Go ahead and roll real rolls.
Roll how many times?
3 is good. I like 3 here. Yeah, see, I knew it was no problem for you. Got that.
Oh my god.
So, You're Big Beak, you and Munashige are atop this. Rojan technically is there, though he is in an ephemeral, like an ethereal state. Ephemeral might be also somewhat accurate, but he is in an ethereal state right now. He cannot attack. He's in meditative posture on the back of Big Beak, and you know, with your shadowy weapon that's been with you this whole session, like bat this large ray out of the sky, and it like cracks through a different part of the sky, and Munashige scrapes the other one past you as you barely, like Big Beak barely ducks over one of them. It like singes like some feathers on its wing as it sort of ducks under, and you narrowly make it into the ship, where initially it looks like Mistella goes to like blast you, and Heim slashes her arm upward. Despite being a slashing weapon, her body is that durable that it just blasts it another hole through the sky, it seems. And you can now sort of pick out, you can see through the cracks in the sky, like visages of the emissaries you had that meeting with, fighting off like a giant invasion, almost looks like an ant colony, the amount of outer beings that are attacking from outside the realm, that they're constantly killing thousands of above the sky.
And okay, I see this, and can I do a mass call of the haunting, right, and just summon all the souls I've collected to help with this invasion?
Yeah, you do this mass calling, and you can see the ground of the realms. Many of these spirits erupt out of it, wanting to help the land that they've come from and live their life on. And they radiate into this sort of outer plane right outside the sky, and they start almost becoming formed in some sort of conglomerate as they start swinging out and killing monsters above the sky as well. As you make your way into the ship, you sort of, crash into the side and plunge your shovel into the exterior of the hull. You're able to like sort of crack open an opening that Munashige pries open for the remainder, and Birdbeak crawls into this hole, arriving in a room where you meet your friends. As we move over to ships into over here, guys. Alright, you should be able to see this hallway and like a room up ahead. Is that accurate?
Yeah, we see the hallway.
Okay. So you're here.
Alright.
What would you like to do? In this ship, there's a lot of like technology you've never seen on the surface. It's not high technology, it's odd technology. Everything is like a motion or like a face to like unlock things. And like it feels like the corridors aren't flat. Like they don't they shift with your steps. Like you're walking through water.
Can I can I would have the assumption that we rested, technically?
Yeah, all of you are rested.
Going in here? Okay. Alright, just making sure everything's full. So I am going to give us all a field using my embolism. This is going make us float, because I don't want to deal with anything that might be lurking in the weird floor that might grab us if it's like water. I don't want any water monsters like sharks.
Reasonable.
So I'm gonna do a 15-meter radius float field, and we all float while we're in it.
All right.
We'll just walk over to above the ground.
15 meter.
15 means I use 10 for that.
That sounds great.
Okay. Let's do that. All right, we go. We can move forward. I'm floating above the water. Also, I'm gonna look at Borach and I'm gonna go, how the fuck did you just teleport in here? I've never seen you do some shit like that before.
Every day is a new day.
That's a solid point. That's a solid point. You raise a solid point. Borach. Either way, that's cool as fuck. I wish I could teleport. I technically teleported in here, I guess, but it wasn't my own doing, unfortunately.
I see. You've been busy.
Busy is a little bit of a understatement, to be honest. I feel like you and me are probably relate in that regard.
Alright. Shit just keeps happening.
That's what I've been saying. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Now they tell me, they got me walking around going on an adventure where gods following me around the entire time. You know what happens when those gods are needed for a battle that could determine the fate of the realm? They disappear.
They disappear.
They disappear.
They do disappear.
It's you. He looks to Yormisk. Looks like you've been busy as well, huh?
Can we detect that Yormisk is a demi-emissary now?
Yeah, it's easy to detect. He has like a really clear difference in form.
Okay. I'm gonna look at him, and I'm gonna start like kind of squinting at him for a second. I'm gonna be like, "You got a new haircut. Something about you is different."
Well, I'm a demi-emissary now.
Yeah, that's
Now I've married into the Doshus family. I say as I grab and hold Abella's hand. And
Alright.
I grab my shovel. And I look at Borach. I say, we're about to get even busier in the next few moments.
Sadly true. Sadly
Fear
true.
not. Should any of you fall, I will make use of your corpse.
Well, my
No,
corpse would be very useful. Trust me when I say this. I'm not worried about following you.
Well, my corpse is only to the fucking Grim Reaper himself. No one gets to take my body.
I'd prefer it if he didn't, but I mean, I'm gonna be dead. You know? Not really up to me what happens after that point. But regardless, I don't intend on dying here, so. I'm gonna start walking forward with my little field still active.
Right. Oh man.
Wait, what?
Oh, I don't know if Yormisk asked a question. What's up?
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. Okay.
All right. Yeah, you're all able to enter this first room, no problem. There's nothing in it of suspicion. It seems to be a technologically advanced room, though, that opens up other rooms. Again, the technology is very
advanced.
Yeah.
Weird tech, you say?
Yeah, everything in this room is weird.
Can I use my visor to try to detect weaknesses or anything that like stuff is attached to through like wires or something?
Yeah, go ahead and roll visor dex.
Okay, so dex plus the weakness detection is plus 10. So dex plus 10 is gonna be what's my dex again? Okay, this.
Oh. You can determine that there is no such thing as wiring here, but you do detect that two of the walls have openings through them.
Can we open the walls? Fuck it. We don't gotta interact with the technology here. They're blowing us up. Can I cut through these walls?
Yes. Roll wisdom.
Roll wisdom. Okay, well, that's a scarier thing to roll. But my wisdom's higher than shit.
Very good.
150.
You slice into the ship walls, and when you cut it, it cuts like flesh. It tries to induce like a large amount of fear, but you're able to hold fast.
Oh. Hey, Borach, they're stealing your shit.
Oh, and what now?
I cut through the wall and tried to hit me with a blast of fear to my mind.
Yeah, it's another one of these mind games.
Yeah, that's like your whole thing. Why would they do that? That's like if they summoned a giant robot that used 6 swords and had him try to fight me or something.
It feels like outer being power.
It does feel
yeah.
that way, yeah.
Yeah, that is what it seems like.
Which one would you try to open first if it was the choices were north and east?
East. Alright, so note to everybody else, be careful hitting the walls here because it's like fleshy and then tries to blast your mind with mental damage and fear, so. You're probably resistant to a Borach, but you're probably not as aggressive as me with trying to open the doors. I'm going to keep walking forward. We're gonna walk forward.
Okay. You regress forward. There, you're totally fine.
I'm gonna, once I walk here, can I roll Dex to see if I like hear anything nearby or anything like that?
Sure.
Like, okay. I'm gonna roll Dexterity. Damn.
You don't hear anything, honestly.
Well, that means it's probably safe for me. I'm gonna keep on walking forward. I'm just gonna.
Follow along.
Follow along, yeah, no problem.
Alright, let's see. There is a little area up here. I guess I'll head around it. Like that.
As you step there, roll wisdom.
Roll wisdom, that's terrifying. Ooh. I did roll wisdom.
Wisdom, that is fine.
There is a creature here.
Absolutely.
Okay. Either of you know what the fuck this thing is?
No, not ringing any bells.
Yeah, I figured not. Yormisk, you've probably seen some weird freak shit by now, considering you've become a demi-emissary since the last time we met. You ever seen anything like that?
You recognize it from outside of the sky when you saw the emissaries fighting stuff.
The emissaries were fighting the being.
Okay. Any idea on like a weak spot or like a way to fight this creature?
No. But it looked like they were strong. They were giving the emissaries a little bit of trouble. So we need to be careful.
Careful, huh? Interesting. Oh wait, the emissaries are fighting. Hey, Ashura! I like pull him out of my bag.
Hello?
You know anything about this thing?
Yes. It's a cosmic ripple. It's a remnant of an actual outer being.
Remnant of an actual outer being.
Yeah, when they move through their space, they produce such energy that they can produce life forms.
Oh! You ever fought any of these before?
I've killed a couple, yes.
What's the easiest way to kill it?
It's mind.
Alright. Well, appreciate you, Asher.
No problem.
Okay. So, Borach, Yormisk. This thing is weak of mind, is what Asher just said. I'm sure y'all heard it. But, the thing is that I don't really do anything that does mental damage. So, that's where you guys come in.
I spend 10 Realmic to summon Arwell.
Alright.
And in doing so, I ask Arwell if he has any mental spells.
I don't have any mental spells.
Yes, he has mental spells. The cacophony of psionic spells.
Ooh. That's pretty useful.
Good, my scion. So, I get ready for battle.
I know Borach's good for attacking the mind. I know Qfrit's pretty good at it too. And Furnace, you do anything that attacks the mind?
Yeah.
I figured you did, and you know what? You and Yormisk are the only people here with the emissarial powers and duties. I guess Abilla as well. It's my fault. You guys are the only people here with emissarial powers and abilities that are choosing to actually use it to help people, and I respect you guys for that. But you guys are gonna have to do the mental stuff here. I don't really do that. I can cut spirits. I can cut heads. I can cut souls. I cannot cut minds.
Well,
So
it's not an easy feat.
I can, I guess before you guys do anything, I guess I can spend a little bit of Realmic, and I can, lower my field to a 10-meter radius so he's not in it. And, oh no, I can keep it at a keep it at a 5-meter radius. I have a plan. Alright guys, so I'm gonna tell you my plan. I'm gonna grab that fucker and create a field that makes things take double mental damage, or some bonus towards mental damage, and I'm gonna keep that motherfucker pinned down, while you guys do the unload on it. Now, one may ask, won't I explode if this thing does mental damage? The answer is yes. But that's not really for me to worry about right now. And also, I haven't quite figured out how to grab that thing yet, but I'm gonna do it. So, that's my plan.
I think I know of a way to pin it.
And how would you do that?
I am going to spend another 10 Realmic to summon the Mire Dwellers.
Okay.
And I send it to attack the Ripple to prone it.
Okay. You guys start combat with a Ripple with the Mire Dweller grabbing it.
Well, that's one way to do it. Well then I guess I kinda don't have to do my plan. Well, I mean, do you still want me to give it the bonus mental damage? I kinda just sit here and do nothing if that's the case. But I can do that.
Yeah, you can.
Alright.
I mean, do whatever.
Well, I know we started combat as technically his turn, but since I can't do anything here, I'm just gonna sit here with my my thing. I'm gonna change it from. Oh no, I'm gonna keep it at 15. I'm gonna keep it at 15 so things take double mental damage. So that these two fuckers take double mental damage from their attacks.
Alright.
And I will spend the cost to recast that. And I'm just going to dodge anything that tries to attack me with mental damage. If that's doable.
Fair. Cool. Alright. So in terms of order, I believe we're going with it will be brain cells Borach first.
Are those barriers?
Are those barriers? You don't know.
Ooh. Can I ask Astra if those are barriers?
His statement earlier coincides with it.
Okay, that's what I figured. Because they're physically attacking them, you have to work your way through the barrier. But mental goes through barriers, correct?
It goes through most barriers, yeah. There are special types that work on all.
Okay. Just making sure. Because I was going to say, if I needed to get rid of the barriers for them to do the mental damage, I would have just sent my spirits out to do it. That's all.
Yeah, all good. Now, you know that wouldn't do anything to the barrier.
Okay.
Alright, so Borach. What do you want to do? They currently take double damage to mental. Mental is the recommended way to attack them.
Yeah, I'll just pop a dreaded opponent.
Dread opponent turns all of his damage, or adds an additional half mental to all of his attacks, and then also makes people who witness them take 1/4.
Ooh! And then they're taking double as well, right?
Yeah.
Ooh! That's a good combo, I like that.
And then I'll hit him with the Psycho Orange.
You can hit both of them with it?
His level 1, I think, is AoE, but other levels are different. Like, they have different targeting.
Gotcha.
Are you doing tier 1 or are you doing tier 2? Which one?
Tier 1.
Hit them all with tier 1 Psycho Orange. You find out they're completely immune to fear. They live in a concept that is purely fear at all times, so they don't feel it.
Let's see. Let me go ahead and do something new. Well, no, actually, I think I've done this one. But let me try Night Terror.
Right. Just method, right here. Conjure a Wraith of Nightmares that slices the opponent. Ethereal damage. Fair enough. Okay. Hit him. Gonna be brutal. Mental math. Okay.
That's good damage.
Yeah, Wraith spews forth and rips holes through its body that slowly reassemble, but definitely feels a great amount of damage.
Guy. And then I'll do a Majestic Strike.
Okay. Majestic Strike. And then would you like to send, you want Drill Hammer or Rocket?
We'll do Drill.
Alright. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, we'll end his turn. Yormisk. What do you like to do?
I use the spell Ghoul Squad.
Alright, use Ghoul Squad, buffing all of your ghouls.
Does Howl affect my summons as well, or no?
It wouldn't affect them if they're using mental anyway, I don't think.
Okay. Well, can I still inscribe with House of Zodiac or no?
You can.
I'll inscribe the dog house on Arwell, and I will use Arwell to attack the ripple.
Okay. Right. Described the dog on the Arwell. That would. What have you? Yeah, summon ally damage up. What is 57? Okay, and then you will just attack with Arwell as many times as possible.
Yeah.
I presume. Arwell will conjure a nightmarish reverie around all enemy targets, and Realms itself will dance with the hilarity and laughter of children as they sort of evolve and devolve, and creatures take a large assortment of mental damage, killing this one. And greatly damaging the other.
John. Messiah.
Of course, Yormisk. Alright. We can move over to Grant's turn. If you want Grant, you can have like Infernus attack for you, whatever you want, using your AP.
Yeah, I was gonna tell Infernus to do, I don't know what he has access to with his whole emissary stuff.
Yeah,
What
he
his mental option is.
yeah, he can like shatter people's souls. That's what his vanquished powers are.
There's mental?
It does ethereal, which is for both.
Then yeah, I mean, how much AP would it cost to make him do that?
50?
Yeah, I can do that because I'm fast enough to dodge. So yeah, I'll tell him to do that once, and then I'll end my turn.
Kill it.
Oh, yay. Alright. Well, I'm going to, now that I know that there's not sharks waiting up for us in the water floor, I'm going to deactivate my, field. Because I don't want to keep taking the quadruple billion mental damage.
Yeah.
Right. Well, that was pretty simple. Not too scary, I say. I keep on walking forward. Wait a second. I left my Digimon out there. Fuck. And then I will take it.
That'll be fun.
I keep on going.
Big Beak is out there as well.
It's like essentially at a like in the entrance. They just can't maintain, like they get sick when they're inside.
Yeah. I am fine with them not being here. I just didn't realize they were here in such a snow.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, I keep on walking forward. Why not? I ain't got nothing to be scared of.
All right. Roll Dex, I guess, plus the funny to find a new door.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I rolled like fuck. I rolled worse than fuck.
Look around for the door. Having already opened one before, it's not too hard to find a door here.
Ooh. Alright. So do you guys want to take this door, or do you want to go back and take the door that headed north? In the other room.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, we might be able to rob some cool fucking outer world shit.
Let's just get this shit over with. I don't really care about anything else.
No fun, no fun.
Hmm.
I keep walking forward.
Come back another time.
Sorry, say that again, Yormisk.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Maybe we can come back another time.
I doubt that. I want you to know we're leaving this bitch in flames, so. I keep on walking forward.
Alright.
Actually,
Uh-huh.
I want to roll dex here. I got a bad feeling about this area. I want to roll dex here to see if I hear anybody nearby, maybe an ambush setup, maybe see if there's any traps using the visor. I got a bad feeling about this upcoming spot, in here. Damn, I can't roll. The dex checks for traps and stuff, I'm missing, and everything else I've been okay, yeah.
You could tell there's something in the previous room in this room, but that's all you can tell.
I think there's more of those freak fuck weirdos in here. That's kind of what I'm getting. I'm gonna stop here and kind of peer my head around the corner both sides.
Roll wisdom.
Woo!
You're fine. You're able to actually see the rest of the room.
Oh! Guys, there is more than that freak fuck weirdo from last time in here. There is a bigger freak fuck weirdo.
Shot in the head.
I mean, that kind of solves all problems, don't it?
I wish.
Solves a lot of problems. Maybe not all. Alright, well. Yormisk, you see any of those out there? On the way here? I point to the cosmic echo. No, and a furnace.
It's a weird.
It is weird. What do you need?
Do you know anything about that thing? And I point to the cosmic echo.
I was once one.
Really?
Hmm?
Oh,
My brother shot
is
me in
that
the
when
head.
he shot you in the head?
Yeah.
Oh, see, Borach, it does work.
I'll shoot it in the head.
Alright. So, you're saying that this thing is possibly susceptible to physical damage?
It is in fact susceptible to physical damage. More so than mental.
That makes my life a lot easier. That makes my life a lot simpler.
I don't know what's happened to your mic, but it's completely muddled. Kyouma.
Really?
Yeah, it's getting a little better.
How about now?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, for some reason it just swapped to my controller as my controller mic.
Okay.
Even though I haven't unplugged it and replugged it in, it's been my controller's been plugged in the entire time. It just now swapped to it.
I mean, part of it might have been in that before, but it wasn't very bad. It wasn't awesome, but it wasn't bad. But there, it was unhearable.
All right. I'm going to use 5 Realmic and reactivate in a 10-meter radius my double mental damage thing.
Okay.
And then I'm going to... I'm assuming this is going to start combat, but I'm not really scared of them. I'm going to walk right here. And I am going to... on the way there, we already did a roll, so it kind of seems like I... well, let's see. I was gonna do something on the way there, but then you did rolls, so I don't know if I should wait to...
You can go through with it. That will happen, but it'll happen after whatever you do.
So my idea was that I was going to run at this thing and do a hero buster. Yeah, the reason that your roll actually mattered was because I realized I didn't actually want to do that, but like it's too late. So that just is what it is.
It would
So I
trigger
guess
if
I'll
you
just hero
entered the
buster
room.
instead.
So if anything you would have done.
No, I realized after the fact that I didn't need to get close to use spiraling sphere.
Gotcha.
I didn't realize that the range on that was my wisdom. So I thought the range was going to be like 20 or something. So I was like, ah, fuck it, I'll just run out anyways. But it's fine. It's whatever. I'll just hero buster instead.
Okay.
And I'll do actually, let me check which version of hero buster I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a classic I'm gonna do a classic calamity breaker, and I'm gonna throw this guy into the air, and perhaps even attempt to break the ground beneath me when I bring him back to the ground, so that he kind of gets trapped in it. If I can. I don't know how I'm really gonna grab this thing. It's like tendrils and stuff, but
Sure. But I mean, you grab supernaturally, so it doesn't matter.
yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. And that's gonna do 525, and it's gonna start combat.
Takes double.
It takes double?
Yeah. Takes double from
shit.
supernatural attacks.
Oh, that's big for me, because that's like half of my kit. That's half of my kit is supernatural attacks. And so who starts, since I just started combat, who starts it?
Great weapon.
Who is?
Think you. So you would start. Also, you have 12 points available, it says. I don't know.
Do I? Oh, I didn't do my last level up. What?
Okay, just throw them in wherever, I don't care. And then just hit regen after.
Okay. I'm kind of cheating my stamina if I do that now, so I'll just do stats. Okay. So I am going to do that, and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this. So all right, so we added an extra 24 damage to the damage I just dealt, by the way. Technically 48 because it does double. So
okay. From
the stats, because strength. I put it in the strength.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it would be an extra 28 damage, you said?
It says 24, but you said it did double, so
Yeah, 48.
yeah. So yeah. I got 70 AP still. You said I start combat.
You do. This thing it did goes through, so like it will attempt to hit you for 69. It's a pulse.
It'll attempt to hit me.
It's
a
stamina
pulse,
for 69.
Stamina pulse for 69. What's its accuracy? I gotta know if I can dodge.
50.
50? I mean, I would be able to dodge that, I guess, but I don't want to. I'm not spending 51 AP to fucking dodge. Okay. Can I counter it?
If you roll,
I gotta roll for
you
that.
have to roll a dex check, and if it's above 100.
Yeah, I'd have to roll dex. My dex is 75. I didn't change it at all. Fuck it. I will attempt to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
You can dodge
I'm gonna
or
counter it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna counter it for 219.
Right.
And then
And then your turn technically starts, so you can hit regen or whatever.
oh, okay. Oh
That
yeah, I
was-
guess because that was before combat started. Yeah. Technically. Okay. Well, this thing doesn't like supernatural effects. You said.
Correct.
Can I? Do my spirit swords count as supernatural damage?
That's a great question. Let me flip a coin. Sure.
Then I am going to spend 10 AP to switch to my spirit sword
Okay.
from Calm Calamity. And then I am going to after that I'm going to hit it with Anger of the Earth. Oh my god, that's what I was playing for. So I want you to quadruple that. So 388, but it gets doubled, and then double that because it's crit. Yeah, 1,552. Holy shit, man! Holy shit! All right, so let me go ahead and just take away the cost for that, and then the universe rewarded me for that. Shout out. And you know what? We're not playing for sauce here. So, I'm just going to, do a two-handed swing with my, spirit sword. And that is gonna deal, 194 times 2. Damn, that thing lived. Oh, I gotta run out of stamina for it. Do I am fine with running out of stamina? Me am fine with it. Because you know what? I think I can take a mental hit from Cosmic Ripple because my stamina is what's halved, not my mental. So you know what? Another two-handed attack for 20 AP. I'll have 20 left over. That'll give me enough to block. And that's gonna deal another 194 times 2.
It is deceased.
Yes, it is. Alright. And then I'm going to... I have to stay in the vicinity of this thing so that it can take the mental health damage. So I'm just gonna end my turn there.
All right. Borach. Your turn.
He will activate his dreaded opponent once more.
Dreaded opponent. No problem? He's active.
Okay. And then he'll go ahead. He'll go ahead and use Purple Rain. Well,
Whatever you want.
okay, yeah.
The Purple Rain?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Cosmic rays of the Purple Monarch rain through the ship into its body as they sort of grasp at its ankles and explode and perforate.
Okay, I want to try this out and see what it does. We'll try our new spell that we got. Hurt and Call.
Going to use Curtain Call. Roll Wisdom.
We got the buffs on, or get rid of those.
Which one? Let me look.
Yeah, we got buffs.
Yeah, you can
10
keep
buffs
those.
on here. Okay, yeah.
That is sufficient. You attack its real body, killing it.
Oh, damn.
It does have a true body somewhere. It is only a ripple.
I see.
And that Curtain Call specifically states that it attacks like their true self.
All right.
Right.
Well, let me deactivate my field.
Alright. You all are able to do that. Yormisk, despite like not taking a turn, you could take a regen. Because you would have taken a turn.
And now I want to roll for another door, I guess.
Alright, roll for door.
Roll for door.
Don't get below 130. Well,
Damn.
somebody else might need to roll for this door, guys.
I'm gonna start doing the mace strategist, hitting walls.
Everyone.
I'll run right here and hit this wall right now. Don't test me.
I won't test you. Alright, anybody else want to roll?
I'm down if no one else.
Go ahead, roll dexterity. Borach can. Borach knows it is right here, like his natural instinct of the outer world. He walks to it, immediately hitting it.
Oh wow, I was actually close.
Yeah, you're pretty close.
Oh, well, if there's a door right there. Listen, I mean, shit. Good shit, Borach. I get to do that one.
I'm already getting tired of this place.
You and me both, brother. But here we are. Here we are. Alright, well, let's head down.
Alright.
there anything
somebody
in
want to
note?
stare into this upcoming room and roll wisdom?
Man, I've been.
I'll roll wisdom.
Yeah, let him do it. He's a god and whatnot. He's a necromancer. Let him do the wisdom checks, not me.
Alright, Yormisk, roll the wisdom. That's sufficient. You can see there are two cosmic ripples.
Damn. Ugh. Bunch of fucking cowards in this ship. Just want somebody I can hit. Well, I know what to do. We've done this song and dance before. You guys got it. We'll walk back right here. And I'm gonna reactivate my double mental damage field for 10 Realmic, and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and let them do their turns.
Alright, Borach, Yormisk, you know the drill. So it's Borach, then Yormisk. We're gonna mix them.
Do I need to rebuff my summons? Or are they still buffed?
We'll say they're still buffed. Arwol can keep the buff on persistently. Since, like, that was the whole point of giving him the Death Knight buff, I think. Basically, you can double or, like, buff your ghoul squad and then keep it up forever.
Ooh.
Alright, Borach, what do you want to do to these two things? You do know now that Curtain Call instantly kills him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's just throw that attack again at them.
Alright. Kill one of them. You have enough to do two, or just the one?
That takes up 50. Well, I didn't regen, right? Or unless I
You did not regen, so you could regen at the top. You would cost.
Okay.
You could technically do it twice.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it twice.
They die.
Okay. Good riddance.
See Borach enter the room, and he's tired of these ripples. As he pulls out the Majestic Majesty, it like plants it to the ground. Feel like a dark culminating force, like eat them alive as they just get torn asunder.
Much better.
Alright, well, hopefully there's somebody that's actually not a coward around here. That'd be pretty good.
Alright, roll
Deactivate my field again.
2 dex checks for me, guys. See if we can find these last 2 doors. Sufficient. That's sufficient. Okay, we'll open both. Boop, 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 bing, boop, 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 bing. Boop, Bing. Bing.
All right. Well. I do wonder what is down this hallway. Surely it's a fucking ship. It can't be that much bigger.
In this room that you're just in, there is a rejuvenating herb, which gives you all 1 regen.
1 regen. Ooh. I'll take 1 regen. Oh yeah, brother.
I will venture forth
All right.
to stare into the abyss.
I'm gonna sit behind him and stare just over his shoulder. Like, what's going on over there?
All right. Roll. This is kind of a weird roll. Roll wisdom first, I guess. To think of who could try to hit you first. Okay, that's fine. Roll me dex.
Do I need to roll since I said I was looking over his shoulder?
No.
Okay.
That's ironic that you passed him in reverse. So you will get affected by the sonic attack. But you will dodge the outer world chain that tries to wrap around your entire body. So you cannot detect one of them, but can detect the other one. He no longer can target one of them.
Uriel.
Oh, fucking finally.
Well, I'm here to reveal that I'm on your side, guys. Let's take that guy out. And he points to literally nothing, according to what Yormisk can see.
You heard that, Borach?
Yes, I hear
He says
scum.
he says he's on our side, he says.
I warned everyone about him,
And I've
but
been...
nobody listened.
Oh, I listened. I pull out the detective notepad that I've been updating since day 1. Grant to Grant notepad. I start looking through. I'm like, yeah, and here it says, Mercurial is suspected of being a villain. Would you look at that? Says, I think he's weird as fuck, and he freaks me out. Honestly, I think he just has a bad vibe about him. Is what it says. And I wrote that down before you even told me that he's a freak. So, when you said it, I just figured, well, that backs my thesis. Think about you, Borach. You don't really lie like that. So...
He's been lying, hiding his true intentions.
I was thinking the same damn thing. Well, he says that we gotta kill whatever is on over there, but Yormisk, do you see what he's pointing to? I started looking over his shoulder again.
Yormisk cannot see it.
Are you guys talking to me?
Yes.
What? The sonic attack.
Oh,
I can't hear.
I see. Hold on. I think I got something for that. I start looking through my my bag to see if I have anything. I pull out like a vial and I give it to him. I'm like, hey, I think this I think this actually does I think this does actually help with that.
I take little drops and put it in my ear.
You good?
Helps you for right now.
Yeah. Again.
Nice.
What were you saying?
I was asking if you saw what he was pointing to. He said we gotta kill something, but also I don't trust this guy worth a damn, but I'm kind of just curious on what he's pointing at. I can't really see it because I was trying to see it around your shoulder, but like I don't have a good angle from here.
I cannot see it.
Well,
It attacked me.
well,
Both attacked me.
two things attacked you. One thing you can't see, and you got hit by one thing. Leads me to believe that the one thing that hit you is the thing you cannot see. Which means you dodged an attack from another thing.
I can't see it. I saw Mercurial.
Yep. Alright, well,
Mercurial, if you are truly on our side, attack the thing that you are pouring to right now.
Fair enough. Jumps and attacks the thing. Seems to be swinging his blade at the air. Hard to tell if he's actually hitting something.
can I like roll dex to see if I see anything? Maybe if it's invisible I can try to like scam it with my visor.
If you step out into the room, you may roll a wisdom check.
Sure. I'll do that, and then I'll roll. Fuck. Hold on. Okay.
You are unable to detect it as well.
Damn. Really can't see that shit, huh?
Yeah, you just see Mercurial swinging a blade against seemingly nothing.
Do I hear anything? Or am I unable to percept it at all?
It's unperceptible,
Okay.
but it just sounds like he's swinging the air.
Well. Borach, do you see whatever the fuck he's trying to hit over here?
Can he attempt it as well?
Yep, you may attempt it. Roll wisdom.
Ooh.
You can perceive the thing he is hitting. It seems to be a man you've seen before, but he looks different. Like, he feels the same as a man you've seen before, but looks entirely different, I think is more accurate. But he has, like, shades on and reddish hair. And he seems to be dodging Mercurial fairly effortlessly somehow.
He's getting horrified. No.
But he doesn't know his name or...
No. You've just felt what this guy feels like before at the emissarial banquet that Thomas Tankard died at.
I believe we met him before.
You can see him?
I think. You remember the banquet after the Lich fight?
Yeah, the one where, we, killed Thomas, right?
Yeah.
Well...
Red hair.
Red hair.
Shades. Does that
Red hair,
ring any
shades.
bell?
Do I recognize red hair shades?
No, because he looks like 100% different than he did at the party.
Do I... Okay. Is there anybody that... Oh. Well, see, this is nothing for a guy like Grant. This is simple, right? In theory. Because Grant pays extreme attention to what everybody looks like. So, who is the person from the Emissarial meeting that he is the least familiar with their appearance? That's a question. Could be...
Possibly Madam. I don't think you've like met Madam, is the Madam Saravi, that is.
You did say he, though.
Sure, but like their form was different, so like why would their gender?
That's true. But still.
Like Madam Saravi, you haven't seen them at the party.
Madam Saravi. But we wouldn't have known she was there because we never met Madam Saravi. Because that bitch and Zazzer disappeared before we were able to get them.
Yeah, they were having a conversation, and then like I think Yormisk tried to like find out information, but then like he failed all the checks to be able to.
Yes, and they disappeared.
And then they walked outside, and then later disappeared. Yep.
Yeah. So we never would have known they were there. Me and Borach.
Yeah, nobody has looked at them directly.
We've not seen Ferdicades at full power without his bandages, though.
That is absolutely true as well.
And if it's Ferdicades, I know he's not evil. I have it written on the notepad he's not evil. So, Borach, I'm going to ask you a question. If you're like me, I already know the answer, but benefit of the doubt. If you think that this is somebody from the Emissarial meeting that we should be on the side of, then we can start fighting Mercurial right now. Or, if you want to give Mercurial the benefit of the doubt, which is hilarious, then, I suppose, we could try to help him fight the guy that you see. But I'll tell you right now, I don't trust him. So I will leave it in your hands.
Well, my answer was going to be that I was going to fucking smack the shit out of him without even fucking thinking of it.
Then get to it, Borach. Go ahead and do your damn thing.
Yeah, I guess instantly he's going to try to... Yeah, he's going to try to do a Psycho Orange Tier 3.
Woo! Psycho Orange Tier 3. The primary target?
Mercurial.
Yeah. Okay. It will target Mercurial. He will allow it to hit him. So it does land. He now has to roll to distinguish ally from foe. You gain like 3 stacks of out of 5 on your. I'll put the.
Yeah, I was gonna add there. Okay. Yeah, and then he's just going to apply his dreaded opponent like usual.
Okay.
And then he is going to... Interesting. I will actually... Okay, so... For the cube infuse...
Yeah.
What is banishing for them a time? What does that look like in hindsight? Like, is that like similar to Psycho Orange Tier 4 in a way, or?
It's similar, yeah. You banish them. Yeah, you just for the turn you banish them out of the realms.
Oh.
They're essentially banished into the queue before being like particular about it.
Just for that turn.
Yeah, they get banished for a turn. They take the damage, and you can keep attacking them with your attacks that have infinite range.
Okay. I was gonna say I wanted to attempt to do that and see what happens.
Yeah, that's fine. You may target. Which one would you target? Mercurial?
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, he would allow it to hit. We'll finish. Take damage.
Allow it. Okay.
You know, I am struck with curiosity about something, actually. And Furnace, does it bother you what we're doing right now?
In what way?
Like the whole, like, killing the outer beings, going over here and just kind of, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I mean, that was once where you were.
Yeah, well, it's complicated, I suppose. The outer beings, they're peaceful and, I guess, evil. Outer beings are ones that desire encroaching. But from what I've learned within the outer being community is it's generally it's a very supportive land. Wanting to take over the realms sort of extreme measure. We actually preside over a much larger world than the realms take up.
Really?
Yeah, I'd say like 70% of this reality is outer realm. So it seems excessive to want to go and destroy a place that you don't belong in. That makes up 30%.
That is true. That is true. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense, right? Because of the whole pushback from the emissaries and whatnot. So it's more of like I mean, some of them it's a conquest thing, which is fucked up, but I guess for others it might be seen as a defensive thing, which, like, in the eyes of the person fighting back, I guess it's not truly evil, but...
I feel like if it's against Soker in particular, it's fair game, but against the other emissaries, it's a little extreme. Dosha, for example, lives surrounded by outer beings, and he helps to give them a realm they can live in if they so choose to switch sides. That's what the Psychos are.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Well, I was just curious if there was like a some kind of moral quandary here, but seems like it's fine. All right. So Borach, about this guy that only you can see, what's he doing now?
Now that you've banished Mercurial, he sits down on the ground and lights a cigarette.
Just acting like normal. Like nothing's going on.
I mean, was he struggling with Mercurial when he was trying to attack him?
I think so.
Get hit once, but it was a workout.
Well,
Something's weird about this situation, Grant.
I agree. But hey, only way we're gonna get answers. And I'm gonna sit next to the spot that I see Borach looking at, and I'm also gonna light up a cigarette and start smoking.
Okay.
He walks up to him, and then he goes, "Hey, can you fucking hear me?"
Oh wow. I always forget how violent this guy is.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Look, excuse my manners here. I'm just a little irritated. You see this? And then he shows him the cube, and I guess Mercurial's stuck in there, right?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah, I can see that. It looks like an artifact.
You know he's stuck in there, right?
Yeah, I mean, good riddance.
So what's the problem? Why was he so adamant about attacking you?
Well, originally we were in the same kind of plan, but he defected around the time when you showed up.
Did.
Yeah, he said something about raising the true one or something. Some primordial force.
Primordial outer beings.
Yeah, he's got a fascination with primordials.
Reminds me of KL.
Not
You've heard of the
familiar.
name?
Never. Is it like a cool stage name or something?
No. I wish. It's much more weirder than that.
Bummer.
If I'm not mistaken, Q, isn't he also a outer being as well?
KL?
Yeah.
No. KL is a... what would I say KL is? KL's the same species as Azin. He's an ancient one. He existed pre-universe.
Hey, Borach, who's this KL guy?
Fucking jackass, that's what he is.
Well, it's about the
He's
end of
what they call an ancient or whatever the fuck Q said.
it. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a few of those.
He's one of the few that killed a primordial being.
Whoa! Time out. I stand up. I stand up. I look at him. He killed one? Damn. That's pretty badass. That's something I'm gonna try to do at some point, I think. That'd be the hardest thing I could possibly do.
If it was up to me, I would kill all of them. They're getting annoying.
Well, I more so want it for the challenge of it. I guess the primordials, after what I discovered in the afterworld, or the after zone, they aren't evil. They're just, they just represent concepts that living beings succumb themselves to. And so to be able to rule over a concept, that intrigues me. But as far as killing them for the sake of like good or whatever, it's actually counterintuitive.
Carried away. Look. There's something wrong with Mercurial. When I attacked him, he didn't feel like he was trying to attack me.
Yeah, I mean, he loves you, so...
Loves me.
Yeah.
Rewinding that, I don't fucking understand what...
You see Grant's eyes widen and he looks to the invisible void next to himself and goes, "Somebody loves Borach!"
Yeah, Mercurial loves
anything.
I don't hear
close
him
to
at all, by the
outer
way.
Beings and such. So he, he sees you as the next coming of the 5th
What do you mean the 5th?
or the 6th, miscounted.
The 6th what?
Outer being, the 6th primordial, Turnus.
Oh, hell no. What the fuck? What do you mean? Are you hearing this, Grant?
No, I can't hear him.
Well, you can't hear him.
No.
Hey, jackass. Mind helping out this Grant over here?
Yeah, if they say they won't swing their weapons at me, I'll do it.
You said don't swing your weapon at him.
I have no reason to swing my weapons at him. I'm literally sitting here smoking with the guy.
Just chill.
He'll disable the power for Grant.
No. Would I recognize him now that I see him?
Never seen him before, so
Never seen him before? Okay. Alright, well. Okay. So, what was Borach freaking out about?
Mercurial's in love with them because he has the soul of
Whoa.
Eternus.
Oh, Eternus.
6th
Yeah.
primordial.
6 primordial, yeah. Found that out in the after zone. Yeah, he's the dead one.
Yeah,
So what now?
so he will join you, I guess, or help you like a servant.
Oh. Well, you want a little outer being obsessed dog boy? Borach.
No, I don't want anyone obsessed with me.
Well,
I respect that answer. I would have said yes personally, but I respect that answer.
the best thing you can do, Borach, then, if you don't want to deal with him, is send him to, outer space or something. Because then he
Hold
gets
on.
to, hang out with his friends, I guess.
That is true. What's your deal, guy? What's your name?
Bong.
Okay. So, I got a question for you. What's your whole deal here? Why are both of you here? Why was he fighting you? Whole ordeal? Well, you don't actually look like you got hurt, really. But what was going on here?
He betrayed me when he saw Borach.
Betrayed you. Gotcha. Betrayed you, and he's the one obsessed with the outer beings and whatnot.
Correct.
Okay. That's an interesting one. So why are you here then? I gotta ask.
The deal finished, but I had to go here before the deal completed.
The deal.
Yeah, so at the beginning, you want a long story or like a real short one?
I mean, I'm all for learning. It's kind of up to Borach here. Really? Borach usually prefers the expedited version, but maybe he cares. Do you care, Borach?
Well, now I have to.
Well, looks like we're here for a little bit.
Well, me.
Yeah.
Well, we're here for as long as we can be. I don't know. We kind of got a situation to deal with, don't we?
Yeah, that's fair. Well, alright. Without getting too in the weeds of it, basically at the start of this whole thing, Christmas Day finishes, all of us feel a little bit of power. The emissaries want to grant us something. Mine comes with a little bit of a note, It says something, whispers to me from the void. It tells me, hey, if you do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, I'll grant you a bit more. I decline. I don't need all that. I'm a performer at the end of the day.
Ooh. Hey! Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah. Okay.
So I declined initially, though I didn't know that they could give you the contract anyway. So I got the contract and I was like, well, if you got the gig, you got the gig. Kinda had to play with broken instruments. So I did the whole thing myself. A lot of the other guys, they had their own complicated plans, so I just kind of did all of the missions. Unfortunately, Nyland got a hold of it pretty early on, and I had to put him to bed. I told him to sleep tight, and I checked through his pockets and found a list of all the emissaries. Saved me the trouble. And with that, I could find out the Mercurial was supposed to be on my side and who was not supposed to be on my side. I changed the list up, you know, I wrote some names in that shouldn't have been there. And told Mercurial about the other ones, I guess, and he probably killed them. Then I went to the Archbishop's house, went down to the basement, read a couple romance novels. Scribbled in some pages, walked underneath, tampered with some crystals, walked out. Plan number 1 complete. Make sure the guy doesn't come back to life, that type of thing. Plan number.
Wait, hold up.
Yeah.
Yep.
You said Mercurial killed who?
Killed everybody on the list that was supposed to be an emissary, so like 4 people.
Emissaries, huh?
Or sorry, devotees.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that makes sense.
based off what he just said, Borach, this is why I asked Infernus about the nature of outer beings earlier, actually. So, I kind of lean up a little bit, and I look at Borach in the eyes, and I go, might be a good, actually a fortuitous outcome that you only sealed him in the cube just now.
Well, it doesn't seem like he would want to kill me anyway.
Well, that's because you weren't on the list of devotees. Go
Yeah.
ahead and finish your story, brother.
Yeah, so the second mission had something to do with this QTV guy, Quadavarius. All it required is that I don't know, tell the town that he's evil and chain him to a tree.
Yep.
So I didn't chain him to the tree. That was technically Heim, but he might not remember.
You were behind it.
Originally Heim, he came out, tried to talk to QTV. It was going too well. I just whispered a word or two, walked into the town, said a couple things, walked out. Really simple. Wasn't all that big of a deal. Nobody got hurt. Then mission complete. That was solved as well. Actually, it was technically Borach who solved it. Thank you very much. And then mission number 3 was to tamper with the Spire's energy sequence to create an opening. That required me to open a door on the bottom. Again, not that bad, but actually was indestructible. So I had to call a friend. Not really a friend, but rather I gave up. And giving up was, I guess, the key. Because Sloth ended up coming down and the whole thing, I had to pay him something. I don't know. It wasn't really that interesting. But he opened the door. I got inside. I tampered with the thing. It opened the thing later on. Big barrier in the sky. Big meteor came down. I was going to do something about the meteor. Or the comet, technically speaking. I'm not an astrologist. Or an astronomer. Whatever one it is. But you guys destroyed it. So it was as simple as that. I blocked a couple of the fragments that came down, but that was about it. And then I headed off to the mountain ridge. I had to talk to Shadow thing, and then I had to go to the Inventors District and order a gun. And then that was it. And then my mission was complete, and now I'm out of the contract. The gun kind of just opened a hole, and then the ship crashed through it. So it was kind of simple.
And what did you gain from this contract?
The contract, if not completed, killed me, so I didn't gain anything. I said no to the contract, so they made the contract really unfair. I just didn't know that saying no was worse than saying yes. But I guess it meant that I didn't have to kill everybody on the contract. Like, I didn't have to do exactly what was on it.
Right.
But that was basically it. Unfortunately, I'm really frail in a certain way.
Yeah. I'd say so.
So what do you think Mercurial's goals is?
Well,
Paid his contract as well.
he wanted his contract so that he could, like, get closer to becoming an outer being himself.
Yeah.
Of
He
course.
violated the final clause on his contract by joining you.
The final clause being choosing to kill you, correct?
Yeah, the final clause on his contract was to get rid of me and probably you guys.
Well, he could have tried. But interesting. So, do we think that he would listen to Borach over the contract? That's kind of the question.
I mean, he already failed the contract, so
Oh, it's like guaranteed failed?
yeah. As
He doesn't die for it?
As soon as his didn't have that clause. As soon as he defected to the contract, he forfeited the right to the outer being part. But I'm sure he killed enough people for the outer beings and opened enough stuff that they don't need to punish him. They just don't need to reward him.
2 people being used. 1 week of will and 1 week of heart. Interesting.
Doesn't make any sense, though. If his goal is to become an outer being, then why did he do it? Why did he break the contract?
Because
You're
he
better.
thinks you're primordial, brother.
He's a fucking idiot.
Well, hey, that I'm not arguing. But we can take advantage of that.
Because what
now-
does he gain from me being a primordial, huh?
He can
Because
worship
then
you.
he can worship you and access your power directly, even if that is what his thought process is, of course.
Hmm.
But that means we have a pawn to use now, Borach.
Essentially thinks God came down and his only religion is you. So, like, to him, he's just a devout follower.
Mm-hmm.
I already
Pretty disgusting,
hate
isn't it?
gods. Yes, it is. And me becoming one, really fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
Makes my
Horrible.
skin crawl. I had to
Same,
quit drinking for
honestly.
this shit.
Yeah, no, that's bad. That's bad.
Damn it.
I turn around to Yormisk. I go, no disrespect, of course.
Oh, I forgot. The runt is god now. Oh, get me.
Half god.
Well,
If he was a
fucking
full god, he wouldn't know. Because if he was a full god, he wouldn't have come here and helped us with his powers. Same with the furnace. We all know
I
the
don't
real
like
ones don't
any
actually
of
do
them,
anything.
Grant. That's my point.
Hey, I don't like
But
the
whatever.
concept of them, but each person's their own.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me at the end of the day.
I know.
I'm
it
just a
doesn't.
fucking drunk. Let's just
But-
figure out what we need to do.
What does matter is that we potentially have a pawn that we can use against these whoever the fuck we're fighting. Because if he'll listen to you absolutely, and you are the voice of a primordial to him in his eyes, then you can get him to weaken one of these higher outer beings for us that's attacking. He dies in the process, and we reap the rewards.
Huh.
He's committed enough crimes to warrant dying for it, I suppose.
Let's just hope it's that easy, as you say.
That is kind of what it boils down to. I don't know. I actually have a feeling I know who you are. I say turn into the guy. Because I think I've heard of you. But that does not matter now. What does matter is you know Mercurial better than us. do you think it would be that easy?
Wait, to kill
To-
him? To use him?
To have him sent on a mission to go weaken the outer beings attacking here for us so that we can kill them and he dies in the process?
I suppose if you gave him a matter of flying, like something that he can hover on, and then you just threw him to space and said it was a mission, and he'd do it.
Well, I mean, if you want to keep him trapped in there for a little bit, Borach, I can make him a spaceship.
And
And then we never got to worry about him again.
so everyone is in agreement with this plan.
I think it's hilarious, so yes.
I think it's pretty funny. Yeah, that's kind of the reason I want to do it.
By me, I'm getting tired of fighting anyway.
You know, sometimes I feel that, but as it stands currently, that's all I want to do.
Bong gets
Well-
up and he, this erase and his cigarette goes away.
Oh, that's so fucking tough. What? Can I? How do I? What? How? What?
Puts his hand on this wall and he says, elevator. Elevator that opens up.
Grant sits there, hands on head, jaw dropped, staring at him. He turns to Borach. This guy might be the coolest guy I've ever met in my life.
Can't you do something similar to that? Your
I don't-
embolism.
Yeah, I guess technically, kinda, when I really think about it. But like the activation phrases of just saying a word and having it happen is like way cooler than having to like expend like energy from within my body to do it. Especially since that energy is suppressed by this fucking thing, and I point to the fucking collar curse.
Didn't even notice that thing.
Yeah, I've always had it. Limits my powers, punishment by nylon for something that I didn't even do on purpose.
Punish my god.
Yeah,
They're like that, you know.
yeah.
Deal with them.
Alrighty, well,
Where-
huh?
Where's this elevator leading to?
It's gonna lead to the finale.
Oh shit! Well,
Get there next episode. But
no
in the
way.
interim, and he snaps his fingers and he says, "Curse remover." Cleanses all curse and debuff-like effects on anybody in the party.
Uh-oh.
You don't say.
Yes. Well, we'll see you all
Wow.
next time.